All right, she says she's got a bottle. What, is it embossed? Oh, that's a nice one. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brandon, and on this channel we search for all kinds of history. Today we're actually going to be headed out to a local creek/river in search of valuable antique bottles. Some of the bottles here in the state of Alabama can be worth thousands of dollars, and they can be incredibly fun to find. So if you're not subscribed and you don't want to miss our future adventures, be sure you reach right down there, hit the subscribe button, and without any further ado, let's go get in the water and see what we can find. So I got to be honest with y'all, the water is a bit too high to be in it today. It's actually moving pretty fast. We're still at semi-flood stage and it's not clear. But I'm not gonna let that stop me for multiple reasons. For one, when it rains as heavy as it has in the last few days, it really stirs that bottom of the creek up and allows new bottles to come out. And that gets me excited to be able to find stuff. And I can't contain myself, kind of like a kid. Can't wait to see what's left out here. The other side of that is, because of me being on YouTube and sharing videos, there's a ton of people that watch me just to follow me around. And if I'm not the early bird, I'm not going to get the worm, because so many other people are going to jump in right at about the same time I am. So I try to beat everybody out here and get to the spot and find as much as I can. And that's another reason that my dad has started helping me with him going out into these creeks as well, because I want both of us to get as much as we can, obviously, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of competition, right? One of the things a lot of people seem to forget is the fact that these creeks are public. They are swimming holes. They're areas, there's a piece to a jug. They're areas that people kayak and fish, and they're considered public right-of-ways here in the state of Alabama. Property lines end at the creek bank, which allows for this area to be traversed by any and everyone. And as bad as that seems like it would be for finding antique bottles, it's actually really nice not to have to worry about to ask for permission on 900 different tracts of land. Now, it does make it where anybody and everybody can hunt though. And there's a ton of old school bottle people that like to say, oh, this is my creek, or this is that. It's not your creek, it's everybody's creek. Anybody can get in here. If you don't like it, be the first one in the creek. That's the thing that I have to do. I mean, and that's, I mean, and I don't have a problem with it. Why should you? No bottles yet, but I see something that my buddy Wild Kyle would love. That's that baby doll. Seems like every creek he goes in, he's finding the creepiest baby dolls I've ever seen. I think it's a curse. Now y'all remember the first one of these I found. I've since found several more. So many people, including myself, thought that this was Native American in the beginning, but the more that I've looked at them, the more that I really genuinely think that these were a brick that have really been corroded from washing down the stream. But that's a still pretty cool find. It could have been something to do with coke ovens. There are some coke ovens that aren't too far from here. Could be something to do with furnaces because it looks like a fire brick. But I'm not for sure. Now here's one for you guys. How in the world did that survive the floods and being on this rock bar? It's not very old, but that's some thin glass. And it's clearly been in here for a long time. But somehow that thing has survived the time of washing down the creek. There's lots of interesting pieces. You can see there's a crown top neck. That looks like a big churn piece right there. Check that out. That's exactly what that is. Nice big churn. You can see the age cracks in that. I'm starting me a little pile right here to pick up on the way back. Really got my hopes up that the water's not too high, that I'll be able to find something off of this bar here in a minute. Looks like a good thick soda piece right there. No identifying marks though, sadly. So let's go. Let's see what we can find. There's gotta be something here. All right, let's see our first bottle of the day right here. Can't tell what it is yet. Let's see together. Heck yeah, that's a soda water from Jasper, Alabama. That's a heck of a way to start the day. You can see the stars embossed around it. That's a good sign. Nice Jasper bottle. So soda water was owned by the property of Coca-Cola Bottling Company, as it says right around the shoulder. And Jasper's always a good town. I think I found a nice Jasper bottle in the last video. That's not stuff you find every day. Let's go see what else we can find. So I guess it was bound to happen. I just tripped over a log and went right in. You can see I'm soaked and I filled my waders up. So I guess today's over with. I'll have to come back tomorrow and hopefully my phone will be fine. That stunk, guys. That's what I get for being kind of impatient and getting out here when I can't see the bottom real good though. I tripped and went right on over. So we're on our way to the creek today. Got my wife and my daughter with us, and we're gonna see if we can find some awesome antique bottles. This video will probably be compiled of several days, so if my outfits change, my shirts change, all that fun stuff, y'all know what's going on. It's been weird, the weather's been rainy, so I've been having to get in and out of the creeks depending on how the weather reacts each day. So let's get out here and see what we can find.
I made him walk before me, scare off the snakes.
This feels pretty deep down here.
Looks pretty deep.
I usually walk through here with waders on, not today. Is it cold?
Yeah.
You've already got mud all on your neck. How did you do that?
I don't know. Oh, I need to take my shorts off.
Oh, you're okay. What'd you find?
A door ring.
A Dora ring?
Yeah.
Well, how about that? Dora the Explorer. We got Addie the Explorer today.
Throw it like that, right on the skin of the water, not down in the water.
Not down in the water.
Rock skipping lessons. Y'all can see how that's going. I just picked this up right here. This is a Boyd's Genuine Porcelain Liner. That would have went in a mason jar probably right around the turn of the century. It's pretty cool. Looks like this is a piece to a teacup. This looks more modern. Can't make that mark out on the bottom. But to me, that looks like that could be 40s. It's really hard to say. This right here makes you sick. I'm pretty sure this is a recent break, judging by how it looks. Oh, that would have been a nice old jug. But if you look how clear or how white that brake line is, that tells you it's recent. It's another interesting piece right down here. Looks like that would have been a vase. Looks nice and old. Got beautiful color to it. Hate that it's broken. Makes you wonder how that ended up in the creek. That's not like something somebody was drinking out of and threw it in the water. Somebody's trash pile, I guess, maybe. See a nice old jug top down here. Got that nice stoneware look to it. I'm just starting a little carrying this broken jug pieces out of here until we find some bottles. Okay, let's see. All right, grab it.
Oh, it's gonna be cold.
Oh, it's a modern 7-Up or a Sprite. All right, she says she's got a bottle. What, is it embossed? Oh, that's a nice one.
Trace that Coke. Oh, it's got one little chip right there.
That's not bad though. That one's in good shape compared to most of them that I found in here.
Really?
Yeah, it's deep over here.
Look
See what
Mommy
Mama
just
found? That's a pre-1915 straight side Coke.
Cool.
On the bottom,
It was covered in that silt. Or what do you call it?
yeah, it's the silt. On the bottom, it'll probably say from Birmingham, but it's been rashed from being in the creek for so long you can barely make it out. But up there though, where it says Coca-Cola, it's really nice. Good job, babe. That's your first straight side Coke in a creek, isn't it?
Yep.
All right.
All I saw was right up in there, and I saw it look round, and I felt it with my foot like you tell me to, and it felt slick, and I was like, yes!
All right, let's see if we can find some more. Pick it up. Show us what you got.
I can make
Was that it?
This time.
I was about to say, what?
This time. I can make it this time, Dad. Let's do this.
Let's see what year it is. What does it say on bottom? If y'all hear all that giggling, that's because I'm dragging this one through the water. Here you go, hold her hand for a second where I see how old that is.
Well, I'm holding this piece of glass.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go.
It's a Pat D.
What's that mean?
It is not very old.
No.
Well, I mean, it says right there it's a 1951.
Oh, really?
Yep. So, I mean, it's still 70 years old, but not quite old enough. All right, guys. Show y'all what we found in this video. Here's that soda water that I found. It's pretty nice. You can see it says property bottling company something something something. It's actually property of Coca-Cola on this side. That's from Jasper, Alabama, and that is a really good bottle. I have found one of these previously in another video, but it has been well over a year since I found one. It's a pretty tough bottle. Happy to have it. But what I was most excited about was the fact that my wife was able to find a straight side Coke, and that one is nice and heavily embossed. What's pretty neat is if you look up here, you can see the glass is pretty clean and not rashed, but when you look down here on the bottom, it's real rashy. And that's because it was probably buried with the neck in the dirt like that, and it protected the neck while everything else was sandblasted through the years until this last great flood came through and exposed it for us. Of course, we got the other trash that we pulled out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that jug piece. I'll probably end up making that into a flower pot planter or something like that. I don't know. Y'all let me know what I should do with that in the comments below. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure that you're subscribed, and we'll catch you guys in next week's adventure.